Today on the Tim Marner podcast show, for round 2, stage 2, Nick Phillips, LUV Fitness Studios, LUV Boxing, LUV Cycle, LUV Nick Phillips. Last time we were on the podcast, what did we talk about? Where were you last time we talked?
Where was I? It was, how long ago was it now? It was about
2 years ago. So you were Hub Fitness, we rebranded to LUV, and you were doing everything online, weren't you, at that place in...
We were still in COVID. I think we were still on the depths of COVID, weren't we? Yeah, completely changed, isn't it? It's mad how your journey sort of takes you on this path, and we've ended up with a studio. We've ended up with a tribe of people, which I absolutely love. We've ended up with some awesome trainers around us, and we're just full steam ahead with it.
So let me talk about, right, you had LUV Fitness Online.
Yes.
Right, you and Lou, what was that stage that you went from? What was that epiphany, that thing to go, you look, I need to...
Money.
Was it?
Yeah, because when we were, I think last time we did the pod, we were still in the depths of lockdown and people were still training from home. When we come out of that horrible last phase that we were in and gyms reopened, we just saw literally just members just dropping, and we couldn't keep up with it, and we got to the point where we were like making a massive loss money wise. We had a studio over in Salford, which you guys came down and did some filming from, but it just literally flipped. The business just went from doing all right, just chugging along, to just like snowballing down. And I thought, shit, what am I going to do? I said I wasn't going to swear on this podcast, but I have. And I was like, wow, what am I going to do? And I always... Just
do that bit of it there, because it'll annoy me. Yeah, that's it.
I've trained
Because I've got to represent you. That's it, done. Perfect.
So yeah, we literally just, we struggled financially, but then I started thinking, right, just back to hustle mode. I started doing boot camps in parks. That was in the summer, and we just kept looking for premises because we knew that we had to get the band back together. We had to get a premises to bring on the next part of our journey.
Did you miss it? Did you miss training with people?
Massively, and I don't think I did at the time. I think you get so locked in, like hustling. As you know, I'm just a grafter, full-blown grafter, and you get so busy in it, and then when you actually realise, I missed that. As soon as I did a boot camp, I was like, I've really missed this, even though we did it in the middle of a park, and it was just like anything, but I just missed that, seeing people, having people down, and then I just realised that I need to get a premises. I think you planted a seed back when we did the branding. Yeah. Obviously, we'd gone from having a massive gym, 7,000 square foot, which was the hub, but it was too big. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know what we were all over the place. And then when COVID hit, we decided to flip and go online. And then you give us that sort of vision of like, this is it. And then you did plant that seed in my head that I do see you having a studio one day. And I think in the back of my head, I was like, that's always going to happen. And yeah, as soon as we got people back together, it was just like, this is what I need to be doing. We still do online. We still do. We had 6 people on this morning online. Still a big part of our business, the digital, but having people together in a room, sweating and just getting in people's heads is nothing better for me. Do you know what I mean? I think I'll do this now till I die. I love training people. I love training people in the studio and out the studio. And I missed it. I definitely missed it.
So you've been in London this weekend.
Yes.
And what have you noticed from what they're doing down there to what you've got? Is that the reason you do? Obviously, you and Lou being together and stuff, but...
Yeah, I learnt my craft in London. So I worked, as soon as I got qualified as a PT, I moved straight to London. And I'm talking 18 years ago now. So there wasn't a lot of PTs in Manchester anyway. It was quiet. There was a couple of gyms that had them. So I moved straight to London. So I moved to Brixton first, and then I got a job at David Lloyd, Kensington. So I learned my craft in Kensington. That's where I love it there. I absolutely love it. But also, that's where the best of the best boutique studios are. You've got companies like One Rebel, Cycle, all these studios. And me and Louise just love just going down, training, away from the kids. We've got 2 boys that are amazing, but they take so much of our time and energy. And it's just nice for us to do it. I don't drink.
Yeah.
It's nice for me just to, that's what I find my passion. That's my kick. That's my hobby. You know, going to other studios and seeing how they do it and getting inspired by these other studios. And I honestly think we are doing an incredible job. I think we're up there. If we were to take us out of Bury and plop us right in the middle of London, we'd be absolutely like, they'd be queuing out the door. And that's it. I think we're doing an amazing job. So I do love to go. I love to get out of my business to go and have a look what other businesses are doing.
What's one of the things that you've learned? One of the sort of like...
just customer service. Like for me, the journey of someone coming through the gym. Like I go to a budget gym as well, but I never get greeted by everyone. It's you're just another number. Whereas I don't want that for fitness. I think fitness, for me, it needs to be more. It needs to be you're greeted. The place is nice. It's a nice vibe. The music's on. That's what I love, and that's what they do extremely well. But we're bringing that back to what we do at Love Fitness as well. And I think it's just nice to go and see the things that I take from it. Amazing trainers, do you know what I mean? The way they speak to people, the way they encourage you in the class, do you know what I mean? As you know, for Love Fitness Studios, it's not just about getting a sweat on. It's for me, it's so much more. It's about the way it makes you feel, the way it sets you up for the day. I'm all about that, mate. I'm all about that. People have all got their own shit going on. So this is your 45 minutes to forget about everything that's going outside the studio and focus on yourself. And they do that very well there as well. But I think we've nailed that. I really do. I feel like we've got that to a T. How do you...
Well, we talked about this before, me and you, but like when your head's in the bin and you think, why isn't it going so fast? Why am I not getting there quick enough? Like
most days.
Yeah. How do you change that relationship in your brain?
I just look how far we've come. Do you know what I mean? I've looked how far I've come as a person. I always think about...
How far have you come as a person, Nick, during this process?
Massively.
In what?
Well, going from finishing school with no qualifications, working as a joiner, absolutely hating that, not enjoying myself at all, to becoming a trainer, and moving to London, becoming an extremely successful trainer there, and then coming back and setting up the hub. Yeah, it was our school of learning how to do things, but we built it up. We're in the middle of nowhere. It was like down some dodgy street, and we still packed it out. We're still the talk of the town. We flipped it. We went online. We flipped it again. We went back offline, and I feel like we were a year in now, and we're doing an incredible job. I always think back to where we were. Right. I always think back to how it was before that, and I will speak to you a bit more about the journey of getting the studio, and there's an ambulance that got called and all sorts of stuff. But I always remember. I always think back. Like I think I was thinking about this morning. Like I spoke to you last time on the podcast. My dad died like that. Like absolutely fine, bang, gone. So I always think like if we're up breathing, it's a good day. Do you know what I mean? I've always just think like it could always be worse off. We've had we've had a lady sleeping in our doorway every morning. Every time I go in, I just think, fuck, that's do you know what I mean? You just got to get up, you just got to show up, you just got to keep going, do you know what I mean? And you just got to keep pushing yourself, whether it's business, fitness, whatever. There's always something to do, there's always growth, there's always someone to serve, there's always something to do, do you know what I mean? And that's it. I do think quite deep about that kind of stuff. But I always think of the cups half full, do you know what I mean? I was always trying to think about the best scenario. Why is this happening to us? Why are we not finding the studio? Why are we getting so many knockbacks? And then something just clicks. Do you know what I mean?
What was that clicked? What was it?
Well, when we
listening to podcasts, listening to having people right around you, how was that clicked in your head?
Energy is so important for me. Like I circle myself around people that I'm gonna buzz off. Do you know what I mean? And like I really have to protect my energy because I do. Like one thing could like spiral me out of control. Like just negative thoughts. So I really, as soon as I get out of bed, I'm up very early. As you know, I'm up at 10 to 4 every day. I'm out with a dog, listening to stuff that's going to set me up for the day. So positive podcasts. Yeah. And then I'll go live. We've got like a community, like a WhatsApp group for all our members. I'll go live in there. I'll try and motivate all them. Then I'll go and do my training. But while I'm training, I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to podcasts. And this is all before 6 o'clock. It's all before 5:30 in the morning. So when people come through that door at 6, I've worked on that morning. I mean, for me, morning routine is everything. If you win your mornings, you win your days, I think. Do you know what I mean? Like, it sets you up for success for the day. So that's why I have this strict routine of bam, bam, bam.
Let me ask you a question? It's something I've been thinking about for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you think at certain points podcasts and reading books becomes a bit of a detriment to your original thinking?
It does, yeah, it does, and you've got to be aware of that. You can listen to a business podcast and then go very heavy business, like Alex and Mosey, people like that. You're like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And you have got to, sometimes it's good to listen to a few different types of podcasts. But I've got the ones that I listen to, and I know they're coming from a place that I believe in. Yeah. So sometimes like Dean Grazioni and people like that, do you know what I mean? They just, their podcasts are a little bit softer, but they do set me up for the day. But I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, you could listen to some stuff and it could literally send you on a mad one. Do you know what I mean?
Because at the minute, what I'm doing now is not listening to anything.
Yeah.
I'm having a little bit of a detox from outside influences. Yeah. Because I feel that when I'm talking and stuff, it's from something that I've heard. Yeah. And I feel like my own thoughts are literally maybe getting blended in with kind of someone else's. I think it's great if you're not, but I think you and me, we've listened to enough podcasts to kind of get that inspiration to know that I can control my own thoughts. So when I'm getting up now, I'm just sitting there, no TV on, I'm just sitting with my own thoughts.
How's that going for you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good.
I must try that. I must try that.
Because it's powerful, mate. It's powerful. Yeah. And things are coming up because obviously you just wake up, your subconscious is still open. Yeah. Things are still there, creative, and I'm sat there and I'm just asking myself questions and stuff's coming up. I really like that.
Yeah,
I really like that. And then going for a walk without anything on as well.
I've started doing that. Have you? I have started doing that. Yeah, just me and the dog, and that has been good. But yeah, I think that's a great thing, just having that little bit of detox, because it's not going to go away. If you do have a bit of a shitty situation, you still got to deal with that, and you've still got to face that straight on, whether you are listening to stuff. But yeah, I might give that a go.
Yeah, I think I mean, some people talk to me and then I've heard that before, and it's like they're just repeating what they've heard on a podcast, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? But it's like, don't let it influence you so much. It's like you've got to go out and sit and like be with yourself. And
100%. Yeah.
Let me talk about something that's happened recently.
Fire away.
Let's talk about that beautiful, beautiful girl who came in and had a epileptic fit. Yeah. And where your head went and how you dealt with that situation.
So recently we had a girl come down, and we know that she does suffer with epilepsy, and we have spoke to her and made sure she's fine with the lights and stuff. And it was a couple of Sundays ago now, wasn't it? Yeah. A couple of Sundays ago, and Ryan was there, who's one of our coaches, and she came up to me and said, look, I've had a bit of a turn the other day, but I'm absolutely fine to train now. So we all walked through into the studio, and the next minute I'm going in as well, and people running out saying like quick, and basically she was having a fit on the floor, which was very, very scary. She was sort of coughing up blood and stuff, but the whole team, everyone in there, just literally, I mean, Naomi was absolute godsend to be there. She's a nurse. She was straight over sorting out, and you think, oh my God, what is going on? It is an awful experience to see something like that, but I was just so blessed that we had amazing people around us, and we got the ambulance, and she was absolutely fine. She's out of hospital now. She came to see us yesterday, but I think she needs to just get herself right before she gets herself into that environment again. But like I say, I was just...
Hey, listen, no matter how many podcasts and books you read, someone has an epileptic fit on you, your head goes to shit, like things go through. You've got to be all right if these situations come. And this is what I'm saying about sitting in stillness, going for walks, and think about these thoughts and kind of,
Yeah, 100%, because your head can go completely off the other side, can't it? Yeah. And it is, I mean, like I say, I was just so lucky that just amazing people were just there.
I mean, because I said it to you and Ryan, I was like, fucking, I just sat back, obviously people, there's no point me, I sat back and I noticed and I witnessed and I saw this amazing community come together, and like, look, if you're in JD, everyone would just fuck off.
Big time.
They'd be like, I asked them about this, like jib off. Yeah. Not one person left.
No, they were all seriously concerned, and they have done all the way like on getting herself right. Do you know what I mean? And that's the beauty about what we've built, is that it's just amazing people that really do give a shit about each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that is the beautiful thing about it, and that is building a proper community. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me talk to you about, how do you sort of distinguish yourself as a trainer, or do you distinguish yourself as a teacher? Have you ever looked at yourself as a teacher?
Yeah. A coach more. A coach. So my the way I look at our clients, our members, our tribe, is I want them to get better at everything. I like whatever we teach, boxing, spinning and weights. I want you to get stronger with the weights. I want you to push yourself a little bit more on the bike. I want you to get a little bit sharper with your punches with the boxing. So I will look at you, and I'll be in my head, I'm thinking, right, Tim, I want you to get a little bit fitter. I want you to give me more power and then body shots.
Yeah.
I know your level.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm more of a coach, and I'd say you guys are more of my sort of like clients, if you like, or tribe, or with athletes or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the way I look at it. I don't look at myself as a personal trainer or a trainer. I feel like I'm just trying to coach people to become the best version of themselves. Do you know what I mean?
How did you find your style? How did you find your way you're doing things? Is it natural to you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been years and years. I didn't start off the way I did spinning wise. We have, like, even going back to London, like in my head, I thought the classes were very similar to ours, but they're completely different. With Love Cycle, we've got our own style.
Yeah.
We have got our own style. It's completely.
How is it different? How is it different to what you've said?
For me, it's all about the build up in the music. It's all about the big drops. It's all about riding together as a community, as a tribe. I love that, everyone in that dark, smoky room,
sick,
with the banging
It
beats.
is so tribal.
Exactly, and that's it. So I try and use that music and what I do to speak to people about, and how I'm coaching you guys, is to try and get you just to relax into it and enjoy it. So that's my style with spin, and then we're obviously teaching that into other people.
Yeah.
With the boxing as well, same again. I went to London, went to a boxing class. It wasn't the same as us. I want it to be earthy. I want it to be gritty. I want you to, if you've had a shitty day, I want you to smash that bag out and just let everything go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then same with the weights as well.
There's something about the north, isn't there? And Bury and Manchester, that you like in the dirt when you're doing these classes.
Definitely.
That you belong there.
Definitely.
There's nothing ethereal about it. Like, you're in a dark demon place. I'm like,
and
I did that boxing
music
class with Ryan, and he did the pads. I was in the dark water, the deep water from the beginning, and all the way through. I was just trying to. I was just like, I love this shit.
Yeah. And that's that experience that I want from fitness, more than just coming in and just clocking in, not speaking to anyone, and just putting your headphones on.
Because you can take that outside of the gym, then, can't you?
Massively.
And when shit hits, it's like, oh wait a minute, I've already been in before in my boxing
100%.
class. I felt like this before.
100%.
I'm all right.
Definitely more burpee, and that's back to that. Like, I know your level, Tim. I know John's level. I know everyone's level. I'm like, you can give me more. I know you can, and that's it. That's I just try my hardest to get the most out of everyone that walks through that door. So you leave getting fitter, stronger. Maybe have them conversations in your head where you've had a bit of a shitty day. Do you know what I mean? But you're just taking it out on the bags, you're taking it out on the bike, taking it out with the dumbbells, and that's it.
What's led you to start doing more videos now on your on your personal Instagram and up in Nick Phillips brand?
I think just get myself out there a bit more. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I'm not a numbers guy. Do you know what I mean? I know we've spoken in the past about CRMs, and there's nothing worse than sit and look at spreadsheets or going to the accountants. That's not me. I love training people, but I also love being in front of the camera and teaching what I know. If it helps one person, I do get messages off people all the time saying, I love your morning chats, it's really helped me. If I lived a bit closer, I'd come, and all that. So I think it's back to that. And if you're just helping a couple of people once every morning, they're just watching your videos and go, yeah, that's really helping me, that's getting me out of bed. And I don't know everything, do you know what I mean? I sometimes get the camera, I'm like, I don't know what to say today, do you know what I mean? But sometimes it just comes natural from the heart, and that's it. I just love helping people. I love being there for people. I love, I might do some people's heads in with it, but it's just one of them, you just got to go with it. go with.
What's your relationship with being how proud of yourself you are? What's that look at the Nick Phillips in the mirror and the man that looks back? Are you proud of the guy that looks back? Do you actually give yourself time to take compliments on board, or are you literally thanks, move on?
Take compliments, definitely. I feel I'm proud.
Am I asking, do you realise how good you are? I think that's what I'm asking you. Do you realise how good you are?
No.
Right, okay.
I always think to myself, there's another level, and I need to stop this. I try and compete with myself, but I do think to myself, I can get better. I want the next studio, I want this, I want that. And it is, sometimes I've got to sit back and go, be grateful for what you've got right now. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know if it's struggling through school, finishing with no qualifications, no GCSEs. I always want the next thing. I always want to push myself to that next thing. So sometimes I do need to give myself a bit of an head wobble and say, look how far you've come, do you know what I mean? And be grateful of that.
I think you do that, but do you really sit there and actually acknowledge it properly?
No, because you know me, Tim, don't you? You know, since we've met, I've always wanted that next thing. I do look at other people and go, how they got to there, why they're there.
Comparing,
massively. And is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I don't know.
I think it's a bit of both, isn't it? It is definitely a bit of both. It's not good comparing yourself to other people. It's good for let people motivate you, but if they tap into you and trigger you, I don't think that's a good thing.
No,
is it?
No. But then
I mean, you know, it's fucking. So many people struggle with that, mate. It's like I don't know how you stop yourself judging and like doing all that thing. That's what I'm saying about unplugging yourself from fucking podcasts and focus on yourself. These videos you do, I know, come straight from the art, not from something you've seen.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing for me is I have visions for love to be more and like to be helping more and more people to be in different areas, and I feel like that's always going to be there. I feel like I need to get that out of the system. I feel like I need to get that next location so I can put that to bed, if you like. Do you know what I mean? Get this one up and running, get this one right, get the right staff in there, and then I can open up this next one, because it's right there that I need to, like, I don't want to, I love Berry, but I feel like I want another one, and maybe another one and another one, because I do, it's everything I think about, you know. As a business owner, it's like constantly like ticking over, innit?
It traumatises you.
It does traumatise you, and it's and this is back to that why I love going to London, because we're there, we're doing this, but we do also switch off. But I also love, my kids play ice hockey, so I try and get to that as much as I can, because for that 2 hours of where they're playing hockey, I don't think about work at all. Do you know what I mean? I don't think about work at all. So yeah. Interesting.
It's fucking nuts, mate. The whole thing.
Are you the same?
Yeah, I just like. I'm asking these questions to you because, like, obviously, me and you are very similar, and I'm like thinking, do you give yourself time? Because I really give myself time now to fucking go. You know what, Tim? You fucking should be really proud of yourself, mate, and actually give myself time to acknowledge, you know, what we come through from. Me and Lee working, you know, in his mum's fucking dining room on a little fucking table out with KFCs around us, to now having staff and this amazing thing. It's like
every time I come here, I am always like with the pressing the buzzer and welcome to Tim Marner's. Because I know you, do you know what I mean? And you've done incredible, and it is. I think it's like you back to that. Someone looking from the outside, I hear it all the time. You're absolutely smashing it. You're doing incredible, and I think to myself, well, I'm not, because I want another studio.
I know, no, that's exactly what I battle with.
But so from the outside, it's a year ago I was ringing people, I was ringing up gyms to say, have you got any jobs? And now we've got X amount of members, and now we're getting to the point where we might be able to open up another studio, we might be able to push forward.
I think what really helped me out, mate, was that I had a conversation with myself at one point about, like, Tim, stop trying to be the best and just do your best every day. And stop focusing on the fucking outcome.
Good point.
And I went, right, I'm just going to do my best today. I'm just going to do a video today, and I'm going to do my best. And then things started happening more when I actually started doing that.
That's a good point. And back to that, what you said about London, what's the biggest thing you took from London is it doesn't need to be perfect. Like, like these big companies, I am a bugger for going, that wall's a bit messy, I need to paint it up, that's not right, I'm a bugger for that. And even the classes we went to, and this is the cream of the crop, I could, they were great, but I could see faults. Whereas I'm always trying to get things so perfect, like, oh, there's a chip on the wall, paint it, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't need to be so polished. It doesn't need to, you can relax a little bit with that, because I feel like I am channeling my energy into the wrong area sometimes. Like I said about, I'm just not one to sit there looking at CRM systems and like, this person came on this day, like, it's just not me. I love being in front of the camera, I love teaching. So I've got to do more of that.
Yeah.
And that, I think that is what I've taken more from these little trips away, stepping out from my world, seeing it from the outside. And it doesn't need to be perfect, does it?
No.
Because you're always going to be chasing that, aren't you?
Always. And what is that when you become the best? What do you do then?
You chase the next thing, don't you?
Well, there's nothing else if you become the best. It's like, right, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but it's just the journey, isn't it? It's just the journey, and it's back to that, innit? Just enjoy it now. Sat here doing a podcast with a mate.
Yeah.
It's just like now, I've got a night off tonight. Just sit, enjoy it with the kids.
Yeah.
All these little bits.
One of the big realisations I had, obviously, this was like more about you, because I get a buzz off when people talk about people that I love, was when I had the podcast with Mark Goff.
Yeah.
And 3 people, and then you were one of them. I was so taken back by it that it made me emotional. I was like, oh my God, look what you've done for this fella, Nick.
And that's back to that, where you're saying, like, do you realise that people, like, they do, I could help people set themselves up for the day just by saying, not even like all woohoo, it's just like literally just have 3 minutes of your own time. You might have some shit going on right now, but they're like clouds, they will go, they will come, they'll go, then there'll be the next problem we've got to deal with. Yeah. And sometimes people just need to have a sweat on, riding in a dark room or it in a bag, and just think, right, that's going on, I can push through this. Yeah. And that's it. So hearing Mark saying that, I was exactly the same. Me and Louise were watching it while we were doing a bit of work, and he mentioned it. I was like, wow, that's and he is. That's everything, isn't it?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It don't matter about going to Altrincham or Manchester. Yeah. It's that moment there. You just think, I'm actually doing what I'm meant to be doing. I've actually found my purpose. Yeah. No matter if you get another studio or what's it, you've affected that guy's life.
Yeah. And you've set him up, and that's it. And that's back to the chats and the morning chats. One person might go, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to get out and go for that run today, or I'm going to get out for a walk. I'm going to drink a bit more water. Yeah. It's just them constant little reminders, don't we? So
it's just one person at a time, isn't it?
One person at a time, like you say, you just keep showing up.
You should keep fucking showing up.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? It's just like fucking.
It's just a ride, isn't it? It's just a roller coaster, isn't it? It's just ups and downs.
That's what. But the thing is, like you said, you've got to be all right with the clouds, man. Life sucks ass. Right,
big time.
Suck ass, right? But there's some fucking beautiful moments in it. Just keep riding the storm. Just keep embracing the shit, and then it'll go and it'll come back and it'll keep going and come back. Just fucking love every minute of it, man.
It's true, and do it when you don't want to do it. That's the key. Like, when was the last time you woke up and thought, Tim, I feel fucking on fire today? Do you know what I mean? I think it's like, I can't remember the last time. And it is, isn't it? It's just like you say, just show up, just keep going, because there might be a bit of shit, but then there might be a bit of beauty as well. It's just one of them.
Yeah, I love that fucking journey, mate. Let's talk about the next journey. Let's talk about LUV Academy.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
What have you been thinking about?
I'm actually going to have a chat to Ryan today about it. I think that could be the next big thing for me, is teaching.
Yeah.
Teaching.
That's why I asked you that question before, because you're an incredible teacher, mate.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
See what I mean? You don't even fucking take compliments proper, do you?
I can always be better.
It sucks, man. You've got to take fucking compliments. It's all right. I mean, I'll mention our Gilly, like what you've changed that girl's life, mate.
Yeah.
And she told me the story about what you've done for her.
Yeah.
That's just who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You never really take compliments well, do you?
I know, but you don't.
It's
that's
like,
what I mean.
why? It's just like. You've got to have a quiet word with yourself about that and sit in silence and realise what you do for people.
I know. And
I'm not talking about, oh my God, thank you so much. Right? But you can at least fucking acknowledge it.
I know. I just keep showing up, just doing you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't give the bullshit. Just keep doing. And I suppose it's just...
I wonder where it comes from, really, truly, that.
I think it's back to struggling through school. I think it's back to that passion of doing something you absolutely love and having jobs where I didn't enjoy it, and just trying to be that version. Not even trying to be a version, just trying to be...
Do you think you're going to relax or something by taking on sort of like compliments, going, oh yeah, I'm doing really well, that you think your fire's going to burn out or something? Do you think you're going to lose that edge?
No.
No?
No, I just don't... It's nice, but I feel like, I'm so driven.
Yeah.
And it is, Tim, it is everything I think about. Apart from the kids and my wife and like I'm being grateful for what I've got, it is everything when I think how much can I take this love fitness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I do. I want to try and reach as many people as I can, and the compliments are great, and I really do appreciate them.
But you take it on for a short amount of time and then just move on.
I think it always fires it back at, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it, like, every time I teach, I think, oh, well, Mark said a beautiful thing, Jilly said a great thing there, do you know what I mean? And Jilly said she was in tears in one of my classes, which is amazing, but that's just like literally just sitting with, like, guys, 10 months in, you've had a shit year, but look how strong you've come.
But look how Standish is, I feel like he's found his purpose.
Yeah, massively. Massively.
I did his book, mate, and I was like, oh my God, fucking, you should be doing this full time.
Because it comes from the heart.
Yeah, no, but that's come from you.
Yeah.
Giving him
and
that.
I'm feeding off him now as well, because he's good at that, and that's it. We are finding this tribe of amazing people, amazing team that, I think we all just want to try and make people feel a little bit better.
In fact, you know what I'll talk about? Let me talk, I'm going to mention our Max, right? Yeah. Does our Max get his drive and what's it from you?
Since...
Mate,
Yeah.
What an inspiring little motherfucker that lad is. Innit? Like, raining outside just with his hockey, just like bang, bang.
From a both of them, from a young age, I've done a lot of mindset stuff with them, just kept them to keep going, because I know the power of the mind, you know what I mean? I am like literally just boom, keep going, and whether that's good or not, I don't know, that's just me. That's my makeup, do you know what I mean? I'll speak to you about the gym in a minute, but with Max, since he could walk, he was kicking a football. I thought, like, I got him kicking a football, he got himself up to a good level with the football. And then when lockdown happened, he's like, Dad, I want to play ice hockey. I'm like, I think I took him to an ice hockey game years ago, Manchester Storm, and I was like, Max, no one plays ice hockey.
Random thing to choose, isn't it?
I said, I'll tell you what, I'll buy you some rollerblades. You've got to learn how to blade first before you do it. And he got these cheap rollerblades from Amazon, and he went out the street, and the neighbours were laughing, and you can't even stand up, do you know what I mean? And that kid was on them rollerblades. He made himself a stick. He made himself shin pads and all this sort of stuff all the way through lockdown, just learning how to skate every single day. He'd go to YouTube and he'd look. And then we took him, when we come out of lockdown, when we come out of lockdown, we took him to an ice rink, never skated, never put ice boots on in his life. As soon as he got on the ice, bang, gone. And he's got to the level now where he's playing for Great Britain roller, and he's playing for, we've taken him to Leeds, and he's doing incredible. But every time I put manifestation stuff in the car. I do talk to him a certain way. Even we do the ice with him. Do you know what I mean? Sit in it, be absolutely cool with it, and he does it. Him and Oscar. And Oscar's now, he's 6 and he's following the same path. And it's the way I talk to him. Do you know what I mean? Like my biological dad fucked off when I was young. Do you know what I mean? Just said he was going on business and never came back. So I spoke to you last time about the kids. To me, my boys they're everything. I want them to be hard workers. I want them to be something special. Do you know what I mean? If they get to a certain age and they turn around and say, I don't want to play ice hockey, I want to be this, but I just want to teach them hard work, mindset. We go out running, we're talking to each other about never giving up and keep pushing. And that's just the way I do it. That's just the way I brought the two boys up.
He's
But
going to be a force to be reckoned with when he's older, mate, isn't he?
He is.
Of all them gifts that you've given him.
He is, because he's
Nobody's teaching kids that, are they?
No. And
this is what you should be teaching in schools.
Exactly, and I'm teaching about food. Like, I was a fat kid and I struggled with the food and stuff, but I'm teaching them about, we can have a bit of shit, but that avocado, that whatever's going to power you through your day. So we're teaching all this. But they both boys. There's something special about them too. I strongly believe it. They turn up whenever they're playing. They play against bigger kids.
You're not just saying that as a dad either, are you?
No.
Because I can see greatness.
No.
Max.
Yeah.
I can see greatness.
And it's the way he is as well. He's a beautiful boy as well. And that's, I think that, apart from the business, but I think that's my role, is to bring these kids up incredible and let them be like something special. And whether they ever make it as pro hockey players or if they follow us in the LUV, do you know what I mean? Come being trainers, I'll teach them how I do things, and so he is.
Plus, he can eat a lot of hot dogs. That lad.
He can eat it. You have two.
Fucking hell, I think he's about 4, I think.
There's me saying about healthy food and you're feeding him hot dogs. But he's a good lad. They both are. They're both super,
It's a testament to you, though, that, isn't it? It's a testament to who you are as a dad, as a parent, as a friend to them as well. Because you speak to him on a certain level, mate, that I'm like, whoa, more people should be talking like this to the kids.
I want them to be tough, because life is tough, innit? I want them to be hard. I want them to be able to be okay with emotions and be strong. And he does his own little videos and stuff like that, and we need to push that more. He's got his own little Instagram, and he's a special kid, that I know. So let's go back to the studio. Shout out to Max if you're listening to this, Max, and Oscar. Yeah, that's it. So back to the studio.
The academy, thinking, putting on.
So that's going to be the next role. That now it's going to be we're going to get a certification, a qualification, so people can come and learn how to ride the way we do, teach boxing and teach weights the way we do. I'm having a few ideas with the weights classes. We're getting everyone working together. So the first one's going to be the boxing. So we're looking at getting a boxing certification, so people can come down, learn the basics of boxing, learning how to set up classes and teach classes, basically, the format. I think that's going to be, like I say, the next thing for me to do is get this academy out there more. And then after that, teach people how to ride, teach people how to spin. There's definitely a gap in the market there, because when I did my qualification as a spin instructor, it was just like looking at a screen, RPM. It's so much more than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just that Sankey's feel, and the beat drops, and you're just in it, and your emotions connected to that, and the lights come on, and the smoke's just at the right thing, and you don't say anything sometimes, which then's connected to the music, and then you just come in at the right time. There's all that beautifulness that people they kind of take for granted.
Yeah.
The 3 minutes thing's amazing, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think everyone needs something like that in their life, and that could just literally be just having 3 minutes of your own time. But I think that's my whole vision. I'm an ex-clubber. I used to go clubbing all the time, and I feel like that. I love that music. I still want that
again,
buzz.
It's just tribal, going back to what's it. You're just all bouncing together and shit. Everyone's energies and frequencies are the same thing, and you're just feeding off each other. You can just feel it in that room, can't you?
Of course you can.
You just feel it.
Yeah, it's magic. It is magic. It is, and that's it. And that's you come out and you feel incredible. So that's what I want to teach people. Everything from setting up playlists to how the class should format. And just teach people, get people down on a Saturday and train them up to be better spin instructors or better boxing coaches, and do it the way we do it, where it's more about the music and the feeling and having that mindset. It's very, very, very difficult if you're not confident to talk about feelings, and it's took years and years to let that go. Do you know what I mean? Because you start talking, you think, oh, who the fuck am I to say this? But people need it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I start talking, I go, oh, Nick, shut up. But then someone will say to me, that was mega, that was absolutely mega. So you've got to be absolutely cool with it. You've got to be absolutely cool with just letting your guard down and just going with whether it is going to be motivational.
It's getting out of there, isn't it? And just like talking from your heart.
And
because if you start thinking like that, you just stop, don't you?
Yeah, and that can only come with, it's back to the lives, it's it's back to that. I mean, you ask someone to do it and that's not used to it, they're like, no. I mean, you've got to let yourself just go, and you've got to be able to do it. And it's practice, innit? It's repetition. You get it wrong. We're supposed to, aren't we? We're supposed to say things wrong sometimes and then think, I can do that a little bit better. But yeah, I think the mindset and the motivational speaking is a hard one to do, but once you get it right and you're talking from the heart, it's powerful.
How would you help someone do that if they're coming in, Nick? How would you what are them things that you'd be teaching that person to?
Just situations that have gone on in your own head, or something that's happened to yourself. Do you know what I mean? That you can actually talk from the heart. There's no point in trying to do something I've just said about, or you might have had a situation that's happened 2 days ago, and you're thinking about it, and you just gotta talk, let it go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just repetition. I'm still not there yet. I'm still on this trying to get better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it is. And it like I say, you do talk yourself out of it a lot of the time. Most of the time it's like, shut up, don't say that, that's wrong. But when you do just let yourself go, and it's just like, and you've helped me with that. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of people come in, mate, and they ask me, they say, I'd really like to be able to do videos like you do.
Yeah.
And no, you don't want to do videos like I do. You want to do videos like you do. You've just not found that yet.
Yeah.
And that's the trick of it. Look, we're asking you to come in as LUV, but we want it's about you and your own personal brand and finding your voice within LUV Fitness.
Definitely.
And you know what I mean? You've got that to an absolute T, haven't you? And to teach other, well, don't take the fucking compliment, whatever, right? But getting people down to LUV Fitness Studios, have the academy, is helping them find their voice within that brand.
Definitely, and that's the difference between us and just an RPM class or just any other.
They're doing it just like their brand. You're not asking to do that. We're asking for to
bring your own sazz, your
own little fucking bit of grittiness or
which
whatever
could
that
be
is.
Completely, like Jilly's doing really well with her stuff now. She's letting her guard down. She's finding a flow, and I think that's what it is. And sometimes you will get it wrong, and you like back to that being influenced by people. You might go this way, no, this way, but you've got to come back to center and go, this is my flow, this is what I enjoy.
Yeah.
You same again, don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just keep it simple. Sometimes, like especially the new girls that I started teaching, I just say 1 or 2 words and leave it. Do you know what I mean? Let the music do the work. Do you know what I mean? You might just say, look, you've had a shitty day, we all have them, here's 3 minutes to yourself. And then that might trigger to someone, you're going, that's happened to me today. I'm just going to ride with it. How can I deal with this? How can I get over it? And that's it. That is it sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just need to be okay with that. We've all got shit going on, haven't we? We've all
got
problems.
When was it not the time before I cried in your spin class?
Did you?
Yeah, just let the fucking thing go.
It's because it's so pitch black. I don't even know.
I think it's pitch black, mate. Just like obviously your emotions are heightened and stuff. Something just came up, and I went, what? I'm just gonna fucking let me release it here. And well, I'm in this beautiful space with 2 amazing people around me. Have you in front of me, and I just let it out. I felt mint after.
Amazing, and someone from the outside that's not experienced that. They would be thinking, what are you talking about? Shut up. You're on a spin bike. I would love to change the name of spin, because I don't feel like we do spinning. I've seen spinning at JD Gym. It's just in a room. It's different. It's so much more than that. It is about that.
I think that's why the word cycle is better. LUV cycle.
Yeah, definitely. That's And
you're going through something, a cycle, whatever it is you're going through in that room. You go through something
all the time. People say, "Fucking hell, it's powerful." That was it, and that's the beauty. Like, you're moving your body, you're sweating, the beats are dropping, and you're having a bit of you time. Yeah, you're getting natural.
It's like a tribal ceremony. Sometimes when I'm in it, I'm like you. I'm into me drum and bass. It's at a certain frequency. I'm bouncing. I'm like that. I'm like it's some sort of chant going on, like that. Fucking feelings are coming up and stuff. And then in that moment, you said like 3 minutes, and this thing of like, Tim, stop trying to control everything. And it's just like fucking got me. And I'm just like released.
Amazing.
Like wow.
Amazing. And that's it, innit?
Yeah.
That is it. And that's
it's not some shitty JD. You're going in just a number and you're getting nobody gives a fuck about you.
No, there's
you
so
won't
much.
cry in there because you don't feel safe.
No, exactly. And there's so much that goes into these classes. Like, like we put Gilly will say the same, and all the coaches will say, and Ryan will say, like we think about the music, we think about the weight, the sort that we're there early, setting things up, making sure everything's right, how's everything gonna, and that's the difference. Yeah. That's the difference with what we're trying to do. It's not just we're coming in and we're working off a spreadsheet, going let's just do this. It's more about the tribe. It's more about the music. It's more about pushing your body to that limit, having them conversations when your legs are screaming at you, your shoulders are screaming at you, you want to stop, but you don't stop, you keep pushing through. And it's them conversations that I always try and get with all the clients in there. You can keep going, keep going, keep going, one more turn, keep pushing, keep pushing, you've got this, you know what I mean? And that's it, that's what I love about it.
I think, I don't know, like, obviously us talking, now it's like, I feel really safe when I'm in there. I feel really safe to be myself and let go. There's not many places you can do that. You're always aware of people around you and stuff, but I can come in and just let go and just be myself.
I love that. And that's it, innit?
You know how many gyms you go to and you feel self-conscious of people around you and stuff, but in that moment when I cried, mate, I felt so safe to do it.
Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
And that because you've got a tribe, you've got people that do give a shit. And it's back to that when we said about the girl having the fit. People give a shit, and that's priceless, isn't it? It is priceless. We're all in it together. Like, you can go down there. Like, I'm gonna go down there at 4 tonight, and Ryan will rack up. We'll have a coffee. It is home from home, and that's why our reception area and our chill out zone is as big as the studios. Business wise, it's probably not a great idea, but for me, I wanted the community. We do events, we get everyone together. Do you know what I mean? So you walk in, you've had a shitty day, you walk through the door, and everyone's there just to we're in it together. We're in it to train together.
I wonder how many people actually really understand how much work's gone into creating your, even the members, look, even though they know they're part of something bigger than themselves, do they really understand?
Some people will, some people don't. I think something I'm working on in my own head is when we lose members, which we never do want to do, and they go to someone a bit.
Well, how do you feel about that? Obviously, irrational thoughts come in. You're just like, motherfucker.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. I used to when I had the hub. I was like, oh god, I was always competing with that gym. Whereas now I'm competing with LUV. I'm competing with LUV being the next version. Do you know what I mean? I'm not competing with anyone around us.
Right.
I don't feel like we have got competitors. I feel like we have, but it's back to some people just want to work out. Some people don't want all the community, the people.
But they think that, don't they? But they're not just working out, or knowing to them they've got a safe space to be themselves without them even know it. And even though they say, "Oh, I just want to work out," it's just like, well, you don't realise what's really going on and what's happening to you.
And that's it. Like, when you walk through, the sense, the way you're greeted, the way, like, we're trying to think of everything to make that experience of someone walking through the door and going, this is a really nice place, I feel safe here. And we work really hard on that. We really do. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be an experience. I don't want it just to be anything. So that's why I do get a bit gutted
when someone leaves.
Yeah, it does, because I feel like what have we done?
How do you arrange that relationship that, or they don't like me to? Do you have that where if they leave they don't like me?
No, because I've got I don't think you can worry about that.
Right.
You just be you, don't you? You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
No, it's hard, isn't it? Just like, because you're so emotionally attached to your brand and your business that when someone leaves, it's like, I wondered if that, because that does happen to me. I'm like, why don't they like us? And it's not really about that.
Back to that though, I think now I'm in my 40s, I don't think like that at all. The old me would have done my head in. But now I just feel like I've got amazing people around me now, and I've got I've got people that I know I'm a good person. Do you know what I mean? I know that my mission is to help people, make them feel a little bit better every day, and that's it. And some people will come, some people will go, some people will join the cheaper gym, and some people won't like the way we do such and that's, you got to be fine with that. Do you know what I mean? The business, I think when you do worry, channel your energy into that, not channel your energy into Jennifer who's had a shitty day. This is not going to do you any favours at all. Focusing on that, just focus on, even like the other day I had one person in a class, one of the best sessions I've done in a long time. I channeled all my energy in that. Wasn't worried about where, they must have left and gone to that gym, or they've gone to that gym. What is it? Something I've done. Channel my energy into that. Filmed it, got it out there. Cheap reposted. So it was an amazing session. So it's channeling your energy into the right places. We're all going to think negative, aren't we? We're all going to have these things that
these days, these moments.
Definitely, exactly. But it's then bring it back to who we're helping. Who we're lighting up someone's day, and I don't think you'll go wrong then, will you? I think if you focus on the good stuff, it's back to that cup is always half full. Do you know what I mean? I try my hardest to do that as much as I can. Sometimes it goes dark, sometimes my head's give it a wobble, and you just have to take a beat, don't you? You just have to take a breathe and take the dog out, go for a walk, and
sometimes you've got to take the beat, haven't you?
Of course you have, because we're human. We're not supposed to feel on fire all the time. Because things do get under your skin, and I think that's back to my morning routine. I think if I didn't do this, I'd wake up a bit angry. Do you know what I mean? A bit like, do you know what I mean? So having that structure of getting up, working out, listening to stuff, going out with the dog, drinking water, all this sort of stuff, it just sets me up. So when we have the shitty things come to us, people leaving, all sorts of stuff that's going on, you're better dealing with it. But just channeling that energy into the right place is so important.
So what is next then? You're going to... is the academy going to be the sort of like the next step for you?
I think so. That's something we can do right now. It's something we can do. Like, we can get that up and running. I've given myself a bit of a target to get it going before Christmas. We're gonna make that happen. And it is another studio. Definitely, I can visualise it. Back to when you said to me when I was doing all online, I can see you with another studio. I can still see another studio. So I think that will be next. But just keep working on myself, keep enjoying my workouts, keep showing up. Do you know what I mean? Keep pushing myself, keep being grateful for what we've got already, and just have a good time with it. Do you know what I mean? It's back to that.
You can forget about that, can't you? Enjoying the ride.
Massively. At the end of the day, I'm doing a job I absolutely love.
Yeah.
I've trained twice today with people that I absolutely love. Like, what's not amazing about that?
Yeah.
And enjoying it, whereas sometimes you forget that it's you're so stuck in the rat race that it's you forget what's round you. Do you know what I mean? And just I think that's the next stage is academy, and then it's going to be another studio. I've got to get it out, man. I've got to get it out.
Well, it's going to come in it because you keep manifesting it. You're always talking about it, aren't you? It's always there as a kind of goal and stuff. So it's going to eventually come in it. It will do. And you're thinking Altrincham? I
don't know yet. Wherever, Manchester, Altrincham. I think we did a short stint in town, and I did enjoy the vibe. But yeah, I think we did this one. I pretty much built this one myself. I would like to. I'd like to do another one where I have a bit more of a team helping me with the way it's going to look. Do you know what I mean? And put our own little twist on things and all that sort of stuff. And have we did it on a budget, this one, but have the studio the way I want it, the sound in the way, the light in the sound. So that will come 100%. Do you know what I mean? I worked too hard for it not to happen. But yeah.
That's it, Nick. That's it. Stage 3. This has been the third podcast. This is the
second.
This is the second podcast. Yeah. Then we can do another one in a year, which we'll probably talk about the Altrincham or Manchester studio, won't we? And see how you come.
Just gotta keep going, don't you?
Keep going, keep fucking showing up. Right, everybody go and follow Nick LUV Phillips on Instagram, LUV Fitness Studios on Instagram. You're thinking of taking up spinning, or you're a spinning instructor already, academy, get into one of Nick's classes. Boxing, same again on that. Thank you, Nick. Thank you everybody for listening. Goodbye.
You're branded with the best. You're branded with the best. You're branded with the best. You're branded with the best.